My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Virgos. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 12 red roses as a token of my love and appreciation for you all for supporting and your love and devotion towards my channel. Thank you all so very much. I love you guys incredibly. Anyway, this 5-card love reading includes that the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, the fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you, then a Favole, and then one from the Le Tarot Interdit Vampiria deck. But let's get started with card number 1, which is you. Star card. Ooh, okay, someone's wish finally got fulfilled. Congratulations on anything. I mean, maybe you were somebody's wish fulfillment. Or maybe you could have Aquarius somewhere in your star chart, or maybe, you could currently be with an Aquarius. Ooh, very, very nice. Okay, well, the Star Wish Fulfillment is definitely, one of the best cards because it's definitely, a Star Wish Fulfillment for a reason. It's like you put time and energy into this wish fulfillment and it came true. I mean, hopefully, just instantly, but sometimes, these Star Wish Fulfillments, can sometimes take a bit, long, to manifest and stuff like that. But for the ones who are single, it looks like that you are craving some kind of wish, dream fulfillment of some kind. Well, the thing is like the saying goes, be careful what you wish for because it might actually come true. Because the thing is, it's like a daydream is beautiful. Fiction is entertainment and stuff like that. But the difference between, realistic goals and entertainment is that, they're practically the opposite, unless, of course, it might eventually, I mean, nothing is ever 100% concrete, regarding, differences, of course. However, the thing is, it's like, if you have a wish fulfillment, it's usually only just a wish fulfillment for a reason and not, a realistic goal in any way. But we're gonna have to keep looking, further, to see who the other person is and stuff like that. But anyway, I am happy that if you have, come across a wish fulfillment, that many happy anniversaries and courtships and weddings and stuff like that to come. Who's the other person? King of Cups. Okay, could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But yeah, the thing is what I see here is, this person also had, something, love, support, and nurturing also to offer, because even though it is a vampire, depending on who the other person is, of course, this person also has, some love and support to offer and stuff like that. So if you are currently with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it was probably just a wish, fulfillment that came true because this person supported you, gave you love, nurturing, caring, whatever it may be, anything that you needed for that matter. But for the ones who are single, it looks like, that you could be craving, some kind of nurturing, caring, and loving individual, that you want to be cared for, And I really hope everything will work out. It doesn't per se have to be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for that matter. But if you want to be with somebody who will offer you support, nurturing, caring, whatever, any kind of love, or, anything, okay, I really hope that, your dream wish fulfillment will come true, and that you both will be together, for a very beautiful, harmonious connection and stuff like that. Let's see what the relationship is about. The Empress. So you could even currently be with an or a Virgo or something, or maybe you have Virgo placements, or maybe the other person has Virgo placements. But the Empress is all about new beginnings. It's all about, how can I phrase this? Yeah, it's about fertility, it's abundance, but it's definitely, new beginnings of some kind. So maybe you have a baby or a child or children with this person. So, hopefully, everything is just working out and you guys are forming a beautiful, happy home, happy earth, happy family. But if you're craving, wanting to be with somebody, who's very nurturing, loving, and you want to actually start a family and stuff like that, there are actually various ways to approach that. I mean, not every step or action is going to, will apply to everybody, for the same reasons, of course. However, there are different ways to find, a companionship no matter what. And it's like by going out and socializing, social gatherings, activities, whatever it may be, through friends, family, anything. I mean, I would be careful of these online dating things because that's kind of like blind dates for that matter. So I would just be cautious about any kind of blind dates. But let's see what the past is all about. High Priestess, again, you could have already been with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or maybe, it's like you could also have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio somewhere in your placements for that matter. But I kind of see here, is, what I kind of see here is, for the ones who are single, mostly single, it looks like that you're very intuitive, you're very analytical, you're grounded, you're down to earth, you're very realistic and rational for that mind. So, maybe, you haven't found Mr. or Mrs. Right yet in your life because maybe you just, will put a lot of time and effort, you put your experience into it, and again, to no avail and stuff like that. I mean, the only best way to achieve your desired goals is to never give up. So sometimes you do have to sift through grains of sand till you find the tiny little, beautiful diamond of your life, blood, choice, whoever it may be. But again, you could have already been with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe to no avail that it just didn't work out between you and the other person for that matter. But it looks like that you already had a lot of experience from the past, and for the ones who are currently in a very beautiful connection, it's like the King of Cups is definitely could have already been, like the High Priestess individual for that matter. So this person could have already been very loving, caring, nurturing, intelligent, for that matter. So, and maybe that's what drew you to them, or maybe that's what drew them to you for being a very grounded, rational, realistic, Virgo as yourself. Let's see what the future holds. Three of Pentacles. Okay, you could end up with the Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo for that matter. However, what I kind of see here is, with the Three of Pentacles is it's definitely, partnership. So, whoever this person is that you're currently with, with many happy anniversaries to come, many, all kinds of beautiful partnership, growth, development, but just that you're both together as lifelong partners for the rest of your life for that matter. Now I could also, see how you do crave, some kind of partnership in the future and stuff like that. But the best way to counteract, your, feelings of being, stuck in a singlehood is by actually, taking action and by, going out and meeting humans and stuff like that. If you prefer being, on these online settings, that's your own personal choice and stuff like that. Though I would always be incredibly cautious about blind dates and who you're actually meeting online for that matter. But either way, I do eventually see some kind of partnership for you because, you are very, rational, realistic, and down to earth, Virgo sign, and I think everything should just work out no matter what. Wow. What does Oracle have? Discipline, training, and consistency and practice. So again, I just can't keep repeating myself, but the only way how you're going to get what you want is just by keeping up the discipline, by training, be consistent, and by practicing, by just going out and meeting people, and eventually you'll find out Mr. or Mrs. Right of your life. So, but for the ones who are in a current beautiful relationship, it's always good to keep, doing a lot of self-growth and, self-development, keep up the discipline, maybe adapt to healthy habits, eat healthy, go to the gym, run outside, whatever, any kind of, activities, just to keep up, just your own personal well-being and stuff like that. But either way, or you could even be a musician for that matter. But, but yeah, I just don't think that, as long as you just keep at it and stuff like that, eventually something will work in your favor. Well, what does Favole have? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and that's what the Seven of Masks is all about. Yeah, the Seven of Masks is mostly, about, that you're a bit on the hesitant side. Okay, I get it. If you feel like that you've only been, hoodwinked or swindled, in your past, and you pretty much crave a really good balanced life with somebody and stuff like that, whoever it is that you have your eyes on, and or whoever you hope to come across someday. Yes, I can understand that there's hesitancy because, again, you could be single and you've probably put a lot of time and effort into finding the right Mr. or Mrs. Right, but again, to no avail. So if you feel a bit on the hesitant side, I can understand, how you could, be craving, all of these things. But the thing is, it's like, many humans, they're usually outdoors or out in this world doing social things, whether it's education, a job, so social activities, or anything, just, we'll take up a hobby and see where that could be leading you towards and stuff like that. But either way, but for the ones who are in a relationship and stuff like that, okay, I do see that looks, I'm optimistic and stuff like that, but I do kind of sense some kind of hesitancy in the future. If you feel a bit on the hesitant side where you feel like that, that the discipline could probably make you feel a bit burned out or something, if you feel like that you have to keep training or you have to keep adapting to healthy habits, okay, well, sometimes you don't always have to be, well, yeah, in the disciplined mindset of having to, you'll be, yeah, doing a lot of improvement and stuff like that. Sometimes it's good to kind of take in like cheat days, as a human even taught me. I don't even know what cheat days are, to be honest, but he, mostly explained to me, it's like if you're on a diet, that sometimes, it's good to, and yeah, indulge in, well, one day of having, well, pleasurable, foods or drinks and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to go overboard in any way, but it's always good, if, yeah, to just, enjoy life as well, not feel like that you have to be pressured constantly. Okay, well, let's see what our beautiful French tarot deck has. Ah, the Empress. Okay, I do see the Empress for you in the future as well. Okay, you're going to be in a very strong, confident, beautiful position. I mean, okay, you see this vampire is blowing, gum, so I'm not the one that actually, made these cards, so I find it a bit on the unusual side for that matter. I mean, okay, but maybe she's indulging in a human snack that she enjoyed, while chewing once. I don't know anything, to be honest, about these cards, but anyway, I do see in a very strong, confident, very beautiful position in the future, and I can't say when or how. Only time will tell, and only, your time and efforts will tell as well. So the thing is, I just see that you're gonna, well, actually, Temperance, that's actually more, no, this is actually, no, the Empress. Sorry about that. No, this is, and I already mentioned the Empress. But you are going to be in a very strong, powerful, confident position in the future. And again, I can't say when or how. Only you will be able to tell how, this will end and stuff like that. But either way, either, you can find, a fellow, Virgo, or somebody who's just very grounded, rational, down to earth and stuff like that. So, but either way, I do see, a very beautiful, promising, future for you, no matter what. And yeah, the name of the game with anything, if you want to have something, it's just important just to keep at it, just to be training and practicing, try to sift through all the sand, before you find that tiny little diamond eventually. But since there's only so many humans in this world and stuff like that, I'm sure you'll find somebody who you'll probably eventually click with and stuff like that, but you'll still be in a very confident position no matter what, even if you are in a current beautiful relationship. Okay, well, my beautiful Virgos, I'm going to have to leave it at that, but if this reading resonated for you, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. In a few days, I'm going back to general readings, so for now I'm just doing love and general readings, but I'm also open for personal readings, and all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, post in the little discussion box below that you want a personal reading, and then I'll respond to you with my email, and then we'll start the process from there. But other than that, I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I love you guys incredibly. I want to wish you all the best of luck on this love journey, and hopefully everything will work out no matter what. But anyway, thank you so much. I love you guys incredibly.